So postpartum psychosis actually occurs on a spectrum. I refer to them as pink flags and red flags. And I think it is so important for the community, for everyone connected to the mom, which is honestly a countless amount of people. It's the dad, it's the husband, it's the siblings, the kids, the parents at the kids' school. The list goes on, right? So as the sooner the community is aware that this occurs on a spectrum, the better. So for example, what are pink flags? I refer to pink flags as quieter signs of postpartum psychosis, and that's where lives can be saved.
What would be some pink flags?
Exactly. So example of a pink flag would be, I had a mom who told me that, the baby was sleeping all night, but she couldn't sleep because she was looking out the window of her nursery because she was so afraid someone was going to come and take her baby in the middle of the night. Or she was very productive and expressing early hypomanic features, and she was nursing the baby all night, but she was up at the crack of dawn and her hair and makeup was perfectly done, and she just had a baby 3 weeks ago, and she was cleaning, and she was in her, her designer suit with her Birkin 25 ready to go out the door, as if this was just normal life.
And so that's a manic behavior, right?
Hypomanic, manic type behaviors. So when the confusion, the paranoia, the suspiciousness, the early onset confusion, the mood changes, those are pink flag symptoms. If we can tell something is off, the community, the village of the mom, that's where we can save lives.
What becomes a red flag?
Exactly. And so, for example, a red flag would be an example of a red flag: delusions, hallucinations, confusion, waxing and waning features. I had a mom who had just had a baby, and she told me she heard a voice to give her prescribed Xanax to her dog, a tablet of the Xanax. And so she did, because the voice told her to. And the pink flags weren't detected early enough. I had another mom, actually several months after having the baby. She had a very traumatic delivery, unfortunately. She started planting flowers in the cabinets of her kitchen sink. She took soil from outside while her husband was at work. She filled it with the kitchen cabinets, put in seeds, watered it. She watered the kitchen cabinet so much the kitchen flooded while the baby was crawling around on the floor. So the pink flags have now turned to red flags. So my message, I think it's simple, and I hope that we look for the pink before we ever see the red.